2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the grand return of the Gameroom Discourse podcast. My name is Mike.
I'm James.
And I'm Joey.
And we're sorry about the 3 months in between episodes. We will be getting back to the regular scheduling. Unfortunately, we all got sick multiple times. I got engaged.
Sick.
A lot of things
My
have
dad
happened.
got sick.
Your dad got
happened.
sick.
Life is a bitch.
Things have happened. Life has been crazy. We're all back. Hopefully for good now. Who knows? But yeah, today's topic, James.
We're going with the top Wii games. Well, we have a top 10 for Wii games. You know, a console that printed money. Dear Lord.
Literally printed money. It is one of, if not the most bought console of all time. And it is, it's most people's childhoods because everyone had to have a Wii. Even if you didn't play it, everyone had to have it.
It was the hot commodity.
It was the hot commodity, correct. So as with the usual order, I will probably be going first. James will be going second, and I guess Joey will be going last. Is that how we're usually going to do this?
Yeah,
that's how we usually do it, right?
I think so.
And then we might have a break in between. Here's the rules. The games had to have initially been released on the Wii, or had to have, if they were a multi-release, they had to be released same day on the Wii as the other platforms. So a game that released first on PlayStation or Game Boy or GameCube and then released on the Wii is not eligible for the criteria. A game that released on the Wii at the same day as something else is definitely eligible.
Think of it like this. If you want to do a quote with top 10 PS4 games, you can't choose GTA 5, which was released on the PS3.
Right, correct. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But with that out of the way, the other stipulation is that there are 10 honorable mentions.
And they don't follow that rule.
Well, 10 max. 10 max honorable mentions.
The honorable mentions you are not allowed to spend more than a minute on, as usual, because that is the stipulation. If you want them to be something you talk about, they have to make a top 10. That's a fair rule. So, I guess I will start with my honorable mentions. Do you guys want to do honorable mentions, all three, and then our top 10s for all three? Or do you want to do all honorable mentions and top 10 in the same thing?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I only have one honorable mention, so I can hit it and immediately go.
Okay, that works. So, my honorable mentions are going to be Super Mario Galaxy, real quick. One of the, if not the best 3D Mario games of all time. One of the best Mario games of all time. Really set the pace for the genre, set the pace for the franchise, and just it was a whole new beginning. Great new, landscape, great new world and enemies. No More Heroes, Travis touchdown, baby. That is a phenomenal video game character. Wii Sports, it's Wii Sports. Wii Sports Resort, it's Wii Sports in Hawaii. Sonic and the Black Knight. I really liked this game. It wasn't great, ultimately, but the fact that Sonic Team took Sonic and the Secret Rings, which was not a good game, but it had some cool ideas, and they actually improved upon them, was really interesting to me. And I was really happy that they did that. And Sonic and the Black Knight isn't a terrible game. Just got some wonky controls.
Sonic with swords, and also
Sonic with swords. The story was really cool. I enjoyed it.
It's honestly, yeah.
It's pretty good.
If you just did a remaster for that, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, exactly. Updated controls, I'd play it. Next, we have Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Really good game. One of the best racing games that I've ever played, if I'm being completely honest. Just the variety of characters, all of the Sega characters, like even going back to the monkey. What's his name? Not Monkey Ball, the other one. Pinata.
God, you lost me.
Viva Pinata.
Oh God,
Viva
that's
Pinata.
An old one.
Yeah, even bringing the monkey from Viva Pinata into it is it's just really cool that they brought all of their legacy titles. Alex Kidd, all of them. There was so many, and of course all the Sonic characters.
Bonanza Bros.
Bonanza Bros. Yep, there was so many cool characters in that game.
Remind me.
They all had their own unique stuff.
They should have.
It was really good. It is my second favorite racing game on the Wii. However, ironically, there are 2 racing games that are ahead of this, which I will explain when I get to them.
I mean, I could guess one of them pretty easily.
Well, obviously. Yeah. Up next, because I just hit the minute mark on that one. Up next, we have Rayman Origins. This one might go over a minute, but I'm going to try to keep it below. Rayman Origins is a game that managed to take a legacy franchise, bring it to the new light, and bring it into a successful world.
Is this your number 10 or?
No, this is. I have a couple more honorable mentions.
Okay, gotcha.
Rayman Origins is. That's why I'm talking really fast. Rayman Origins is a game that has some raunchy humor. It's definitely modernized. It is so much fun of a platformer to do, and I just like that they turned the franchise around. And then they got Rayman Legends. It was a great game. Really check it out. Next, we have Super Paper Mario. A lot of people say there's only 2 Paper Mario games that are good. I say there's 3. Super Paper Mario may not have been everyone's cup of tea, but the gameplay is fantastic. The story is unreal. That story actually was the first story that made me cry in a video game. I mean, Count Bleck, my God, that poor man. It was a fantastic game. And I love the way that they managed to make the whole 2-world thing, like, flipped upside down. They actually made it work pretty well. It was pretty cool. Up next, we have Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This game has gotten a bit of a better light since the Switch remaster. And in that, with the retrospective, I believe that this game was pretty good. It really was dulled by the lack of difficulty and the motion controls. Aside from that, I really don't think that it really deserves all the hate that it gets.
Unupgradable stamina bar. That's one thing I'll say.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
It wasn't never perfect, but I don't think an unupgradable stamina bar is the only thing that should make this game a bad game.
Yeah, no, I'm just adding it to the list.
Yeah, I get you. And then last of my honorable mentions is Kirby's Return to Dreamland. This was really close to my top 10 because I love this game. It has my favorite Kirby power ever, which is Whip Kirby. And my second one as well, which is Leaf Kirby. So it just, first off, it's his Return to Dreamland, which is also it's epic. It's awesome. Magalore was a great character, great villain. Spoiler alert. And I love the remaster. It was fantastic. All right, so with that out of the way, let's get into my actual top 10. Number 10, a little low for some people, I imagine, but it's Mario Kart Wii. Now, I adored this game, and I actually used the Wii wheel all the time, which people said was way too difficult. I adored it. And I remember getting this game at launch and not being able to play it because it was a Christmas gift, but we were never able to find it. But we found it at our local Walmart, and it was like the last copy or the last 2 copies, and we bought. And I made a deal with my mom to buy it, but I couldn't have it until Christmas. And I made this deal thinking that it was going to be so fast until I got it. It was August when I made that deal.
Yep.
I wanted to cry. But Mario Kart Wii really revolutionized the whole thing and made a lot of the staples in the series that there are now in the new ones, like boosts, the bonuses, certain items, the speed, like the jumping, the tricks. And the course layout was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, a lot of good for that one. I forget that.
I mean, Coconut Mall.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even need to say anything else. I mean, really great layout, really great courses, and a phenomenal racing game. If you haven't played it, you really, really should. The racing aspect, the competitiveness, it wasn't easy. It was not an easy game. It was fairly difficult because of the motion controls. But I think it worked out really well.
Especially when wasn't that when they introduced 200cc?
No, that was
yes.
200cc was 8.
Hold on. Can you guys talk for a moment? My friends need help with Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney. Okay, then.
They're stuck.
Well,
they're stuck on a part.
Gotcha.
Give me
Well, when
one
it comes
second, guys.
to Mario Kart, I did really like it. I liked it a lot. Like I liked it a lot. It is. I'm gonna say spoilers. It's on my list too. Obviously,
Yeah, it's on my
Mario
list
Kart.
as well.
It's Mario Kart. Um, it was also like really good because it was like couch co-op Mario Kart, which the Mario Kart we had before that was Mario Kart DS, which is also really good. But going off that, it like had a lot of the older courses, I believe. Was it? I forget if it like was one of the ones that no, it didn't. I thought it was one of the ones that added like older courses, but that also might be Mario Kart 8 that I'm thinking of. But
Mario Kart DS was the first one that did that, I believe.
right, you're right. They were in close proximity because it was a DS and the freaking. But
Either that or the GameCube one. I never played Double Dash.
Double Dash was also pretty fun. But on to Mario Kart Wii though, it did like give us like several different options to actually play on it too, though. With the
Yes.
Wiimote and Nunchuck, as well as like with the actual controller for it, and plugging in the GameCube controller first too. Like since it had the adaptability of the Wii of like actually plugging in the GameCube controller, you could actually use different ways to play. So
Yes.
which was
Very
really
good.
neat.
Sorry about that, everyone. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. So up next, number 9, I have one that I don't think either of you have ever played. Is Punch Out for the Wii.
Have.
I'm a big boxing fan. You have?
Yeah.
I've seen gameplay of it.
I
It's
love
basically
that game.
revised Punch Out with like the
Yes, and
more
they haven't
stylized
brought it
versions of
back.
the characters.
I don't know why they haven't brought it back. The game was successful. I don't know.
Like it would go
Punch
well
Out
with the
was,
Switch, wouldn't it? With
yeah,
the
it would. Yeah, and they're much easier to box with as well.
Mhm.
I think this game was amazing, but I don't think it would go over well in 2023 with the racism.
The stereotypes for the characters, yeah. I mean,
But
they still like
that's my
change
thing.
stuff.
They're racist towards everyone. It's
Yeah.
not one group. Even themselves, they're racist too. I think that makes it fine. Like everyone is included.
Yes, I mean, Littleback is literally a freaking Rocky ripoff, being an Italian
Yeah,
American that's in a boxing ring.
yeah. Pizza pasta,
Mm-hmm.
Glass Joe,
Yeah.
Vodka Drunkenski. Wait, no, Soda
Vodka
Popinski.
Draginski,
So,
Soda Popkinski, Balls Bull from Istanbul. I mean, it's so good.
but they're cool characters because they were still like tough guys that had strong stuff, especially in that game. Adding to like the second phases for them, like they've covered their tracks, like Glass Joe getting like the amateur wrestling helmet on, as well as like King Hippo, like putting on like the
Yeah, King
freaking
Hippo.
putting on like the
Oh my
freaking
god.
Manhole cover.
cover, yeah, the manhole cover on his
Yes.
stomach, like they learned for it
Yes.
was
Who was
really
the Irishman? I forget the Irish guy.
oh man,
The guy who like literally put weights in his glove.
yeah.
Oh god.
Didn't he also
so
have
good.
like a glove flail?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he would headbutt you.
Yes.
But yeah, the game's got so much character. It's just so much fun. And you get to play Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's a boxing game. I'm a big fan of boxing. It's a boxing game. There's not much else to really explain. But next we have number 8 as Sonic Riders Zero Gravity.
Really?
This is not a good
game.
game.
That's your other racing game. I was thinking,
Yeah.
I can guess one of them, but I wonder what the other one was. Sonic.
Yeah, so this is not a better racing game than Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. However, I like the story in this game a lot.
That was a point I was going to say. That's a good story there, though.
Yeah, so I remember playing the single player more than most other games. Period. So,
except for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, of course.
Well, yeah, but I think I played more Chow Garden in that game.
Yeah, everybody did.
So, Sonic Riders is a very interesting game because on the surface, it feels like it should be great. But when you play it, the gameplay is so weird. I don't really have much to say about this game because the story is really what I love about it, and I don't want to spoil it. Yeah.
Sorry, why do I call it F-Zero? It's more like Mario Kart, but worse.
Mario Kart, no, F-Zero and Mario Kart are so different. They're not the same.
I know.
One is a health bar.
That's why I said I don't know why I said F-Zero. It's more like Mario Kart, but worse.
Yeah.
Mostly, I thought of that because you get to take out other people, like almost completely.
That's true.
Freaking knock someone off their board. Getting started back up sucks.
I like the SSX games.
Yeah. Up next, we have Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Now, unfortunately, the trilogy does not count because... Sorry, saying that hurt me. So, unfortunately, the first two games, Prime 1 and Prime 2 Echoes, phenomenal games, some of my favorite games ever, are both initially released on the GameCube. So they don't count. Prime 3, however, was released on the Wii, and it is a phenomenal game. All of them are. It's not as good as the other two, of course, but Prime 3 introduces other bounty hunters like Samus, and they are all, spoiler alert, they all get infected with the Phazon, and you have to fight them. And those fights are so immersive, I think, anyway. All the characters come back, and there's so many great fights and memorable fights. I won't spoil too much. I've already been talking for 20 minutes. So, I will move on. Next is a game that probably everyone's played. Super Smash Brothers Brawl. This is the first competitive Smash game I ever played. The first tournament I ever went to was in this one. However, I didn't go to it until Smash 4 came out, but still. Smash Brawl was fantastic because it introduced my main and my favorite video game character ever, which is Ike from Fire Emblem. And Ike became my main, and this is still my main today in Ultimate. Because my main is Smash 4, and it's still my main today. I objectively looking back, this game is not great. Like competitively, it is not. I mean, Meta Knight just kind of makes everything broken, and invalidates characters. But on the other side of things, the Subspace Emissary, however it's pronounced, is one of the single best things in gaming. I mean, it is so much fun, and I feel like it's one of the last times Nintendo did something creative with one of their IPs.
They tried to do it in World of Light, didn't work out.
Well, they tried to do it in their own way, which is why it didn't work out.
They should have allowed the co-op again, which was also a really good part of Subspace Emissary. And
exactly, but Subspace Emissary had a following plot. You had to.
You could actually follow.
World of Light was just battle to battle. It wasn't like you going through a world. Mm-hmm. You were just playing grudge matches against spirit clones. Like, it wasn't really that interesting.
Well, Subspace had the thing cool. Of oh, you got to get everyone. They've been captured. There's some people on the enemy.
Yeah.
There's characters that are forming groups and working together.
Yeah.
You gotta work with
so cool.
And I also remember arguing with my friends no, I want Pokemon Trainer.
Oh my god, yes. I would argue with my brother all the time.
You have to get that
I always got Link, and he always got Yoshi, and he hated me for it.
Because it's just yo, this is the cool character. You can't do this to me. It was
we did agree. Okay, we did usually agree. We always agreed on Marth and Meta Knight.
There's also sometimes where it was just okay, these are both pretty good. When it was
or these are both pretty shitty.
Meta Knight, it's just I'm okay with either of these.
Yeah, I always got Marth, and he always got Meta Knight. Because I love Marth. Marth is also one of my other favorite characters. So I always chose Marth, and he always got to get Meta Knight. So it was a win-win in that case.
Basically made Brawl. There's a lot of characters, characters that you didn't think were going to get introduced.
And it was hard.
Sonic. Or,
Intense mode is hard. It's not a joke.
Freaking Snake.
Yeah, Snake.
Pretty, good.
Intense
A lot
mode
of people's
and like
first
even
Smash
very
game
hard
that,
mode are
got
like
people really
actually
interested in
difficult.
the game. And also another one that like allowed you to use different controls besides just the one that came with the console.
And can we talk about the stickers?
Like,
That was so
GameCube
cool.
Controllers and the Pro Controller attachment and the
Yeah.
and of course the Wii.
Can you hear me, James?
Just Wiimote and also the nunchuck.
James?
It was pretty cool.
Joey?
James, can you hear Mike?
I'm
James?
going to say this now. It's also on my list. So
I don't think he can hear either of us.
that wasn't obvious enough.
No wonder he was talking over you.
I am been talking over you. I'm sorry. My freaking shit like got completely and utterly unplugged slightly, and I just kept going. And I'm like, I don't hear them talking, so I guess I can keep going.
I've been having conversation with you, and you just kept going. And I'm like, oh, I guess this.
I'm sorry. Which one do you want to talk about? I'm sorry.
No,
I
that's
apologize.
really funny. No, it's because I was like, "Can you hear me, James?" And you kept going, and I was like, "James, can you hear me?" And you just kept going, and I was like, "Joey, can you hear me?" And then Joey's like, "James, can you hear Mike?" And you kept going. So I was just like, "Oh, I guess." Oh man.
It's not a podcast episode without some kind of audio issues.
Oh, dude, that's funny as shit. I was gonna say, can we talk about the stickers?
Oh, the
Like,
stickers.
it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
And the item gallery, like there was so much you could do on Brawl
You got
without
a
playing
freaking
Brawl.
museum for Brawl.
Yes, you
It was
could. I would spend hours on that game, not playing the game.
Also, didn't it like I don't actually no, it didn't. I know that was a thing for Smash for a while, like of doing the records and like checking all your shit.
I think it might
like,
have been because I
thought
know Melee had things, but I don't know if you could check them.
But you earned stuff in Brawl when you like did this.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's this trophy when you did this one thing. And I'm like, yo, that's sick. I want to get more. Let me see if I can get the freaking Pokemon trainer one. What do I need to do that? Do several battles of Pokemon. Gotcha. Man.
All right. So we talked a little bit about Brawl.
Yeah.
Brawl is fantastic in its own way, and not competitively. Really, is a broken game competitively. But if you look at it from any other perspective, it's a fuck ton of fun, man. Up next, we're gonna have a game that nobody knows about except for maybe me and Joey, because it didn't get a lot of recognition. I don't understand why. It is the single most beautiful game I have ever played, and Joey probably knows what I'm talking about at this point. It's Okami. Okami is an RPG that stars a wolf named Amaterasu, and he goes on a journey to save the world. It is I'm not going to go into the gameplay because I did it in our top 10 games of all time because it's one of my top 10s of all time.
If you guys don't know which dog he's talking about, it's the dog from Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, you fucker.
I had to give him
from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is the one from Okami.
Yes, I know, but I had to give
Other way
him
around.
context.
Is that the dog from Fortnite?
Context.
The dog from Fortnite. I'll kill you.
Listen. I'm doing the literal meme of like, the dog from Okami. Her name is Amaterasu.
Her name is Amaterasu.
Cosmo meme.
Oh my god. I love this game, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much. If you want to hear what I say, go watch the other episode of our top 10 favorite games of all time. All I'm going to say is I'm going to reiterate that this is the most pretty game ever made. In my opinion, the art style is gorgeous. Everything is hand-painted. Every single cell of animation is hand-painted. It's incredible. So, number 4 for me is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Mm-hmm.
Best Dragon Ball game.
Period. Nothing else needs to be said.
Nope.
Listen, I'm really passionate about this. This is also like in my top 10
Go for it.
Period. Of just like, this game, this game is good, that almost 2 decades later, we're getting a sequel. This game is good. When people have been modding it and emulating it for fucking years, and there's still a
Yo, the
competitive
fusion
scene for it.
mods.
Yo, fusion mods, the
The fusion
BT4 mods. They're
Oh
so.
my god.
You know it's good when YouTubers before the gate like BT4 was announced were playing modded versions or the game in general
Yep.
before it was
20 years
announced.
later.
Like it's insane.
Yep. This game is incredible. Best Dragon Ball fighting game. I had the most fun with this. The story was fantastic. Getting to play through every single era of Dragon Ball, the original, the Z, Majin era, like, and then GT, like, and then the episodes, like, you got to play against Lord Slug, Cooler. I mean, like, Dr. Wheelo is in it. Like, everybody. Garlic Jr.
There's also like
They
what
were
if,
all there. Janempa.
and also like what if to what you were doing, and also the
Oh my
roster
god,
was insane.
insane!
Best
Oh my
roster
god,
of any DBZ game.
You could play as Android 6.
You could play as young Chi-Chi.
Nobody knows who that character even is.
Hater, you mean Android?
I know who that is.
I know you two know because you're nuts on the franchise like I am.
Like,
but Android 6 is like he's like a caveman Android with a business suit.
Frieza soldiers, Kui. You get to
you could play as Queed and what's the A1? Apul.
You gotta think of the fruits and vegetables. You gotta think about food when you do it. But
yes.
You could play every form of Frieza, you could play Cooler, you could play King Cold, you could play Devil Man.
You looked up the answer?
you can play as Grandpa. You can play as people that have only had one fight in the entire series, such as Aurelie or General Blue.
Aurelie, yes. Oh my god.
The Pilaf machine. First form
the Pilaf machine! I'm getting so many nostalgic memories of this game. I remember
you get to play.
I remember I never owned it. It was my brother who owned it. And he would hide it from me so that I didn't advance the story, and I would find it and I would play it. And I would beat the game before he did.
I was the one person on my block that owned the game, and I had everyone come over and play over. Like,
did you have it? Did you have it? I was gonna say, did you have it on the Wii or did you have it on the PS2?
I had it for both. I
only had it on the Wii. That's funny.
So it was just like, okay, I finished this one. Now let's go to this one.
Oh, dude, that game. I don't have it anymore, or we do, and it's broken. But it. Oh.
This is what
I spent so many after school days no-lifing that game before no-lifing was a thing. But yeah, you have it on your list, so I will cut mine off there. Number 3 is Donkey Kong Country Return. The Return of Country. And I love the shit out of this game. I don't know why it gets flack sometimes. But this game is legendary. This might have been like the first or second game that I beat by myself. And there were some difficult parts, like the minecart parts were kind of difficult. The characters were great. The bosses were great, fighting the monkeys and the wooden masks. Oh, I love it so much. Ironically, though, I don't remember as much about it as I wish I did. It's been 15 years, but still one of my favorite games. And then my top 2 are games that I've talked many times about, so I won't go too far into them. Is going to be You have to leave? Oh, okay. Yeah. Hold on, guys. I got it. Sorry. Cliffhanger.
Okay. I'm getting. You're moving away from the mic. He's not here. So I'm gonna say Donkey Kong Country Returns also is on mine. Since there's some overlap and like there's some really good Wii games, but it's kind of hard when like a lot of them are like pretty good and stand above some of the rest.
A lot of Wii games are just shovelware or waggle games, and there are very few really good games.
Some of them do really good. I know I have like I actually have a couple that Mike didn't mention. Like I have a fair amount.
I have a couple that this is kind of an aside thing, but I recently went through and quote unquote backed up every single Wii game in every single like part of the world. So now I have like 6 terabytes of Wii games.
Nice.
And so I'm making a list to go through everything that I would like want to experience at all. Because there are some that look really, really good that I have yet to experience.
It's fair.
Like Budokai 3.
Yeah, Budokai Tenkaichi. Budokai 3 or Budokai Tenkaichi 3?
Tenkaichi 3. I forgot there's...
Yeah, that one I don't think did come out on the Wii. That one was before that. But Budokai Tenkaichi 3 is really good. Because there is a competitive scene and like it does get a little crazy, but if you know the stuff, then you realize, oh, there is competitive scene. It just isn't obvious.
Also, I did play it as a kid. It's just when I did, it was against my friend who was just like, "Oh yeah, you'll learn the game just through experience." He's played it for like years, and it's me for my first time, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
No, you gotta do a handicap when you do that stuff. Do like a 5v1, which you can do in the game. Of just like, okay, you pick what
myself. Sorry, I'm back.
We're just talking about Wii games in general. Joe's like first experience with BT3 was the best, but
dude, it's legendary.
It's legendary, but he said he played against a friend that had experience when he did it.
Oh no!
And no handicap.
Yeah,
you could do something like a 1v5.
Yeah, that game is brutal with difficulty curve.
With difficulty, when you get experience, it gets in depth.
Yes. So number 2 is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and number 1 is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I'm not going to go too far into them because I've mentioned them multiple times in previous podcasts. They're my 2 favorite games of all time. So that's my list. Number 10 is Mario Kart Wii. Number 9 is Punch-Out for the Wii. Number 8 is Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Number 7 is Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Number 6 is Smash Brawl. Number 5 is Okami. Number 4 is DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Number 3 is Donkey Kong Country Returns. Number 2 is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. And number 1, Legend of Zelda Twilight
Princess. Nice. It's pretty good list. Pretty good list.
Yeah.
It's my turn, right? I'm probably going to go through the stuff that you went through first to like speed up the process and make sure like I don't go over stuff. But my honorable mention was actually one of yours, Mike, that you had, and that was Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah,
it was the first one you talked about, and I'm like, damn.
That's your honorable mention?
Yeah, mostly I was gonna say, well, when I first saw it like in a Walmart and like using the Wiimote to like capture the star bits, and I'm like, wow, cool! Finally, a unique Mario game. After all these years. And as a kid, it's weird to think that like I thought, wow, this is the first unique Mario game I've seen in years, which means that it's been played out a lot. If me as a kid thought, wow, finally something different.
Yeah, right? I almost put New Super Mario Brothers on my list, and I was like, wow, no.
The thing is, Super Mario Brothers is on my list.
Really?
Yes. We'll start off with that since I'm done with that. Super Mario Bros. Mostly because of like the co-op aspect of it was really good.
Yeah, but it's so boring.
It was so boring, yes. But you had to make the fun for it. For me, I made a lot of fun of just like, okay, me and 30 other friends are going around to fucking do this shit. I mean, it didn't have like some of the cool power-ups like in New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. Like, I know I was ticked when they didn't have the blue turtle shell, which was like my favorite power-up in that game. But like, I still like the new environments as well as like playing with 4 people at a time, which made it chaotic. It also had you do the thing of like, oh, someone went down, now you go into the bubble and start shaking your Wiimote to get back to your friend to pop you. I thought it was pretty fun, especially like when you actually introduced the motion controls of like, oh, you gotta shake your Wiimote to get your propeller hat going. I thought it was like cool and like they actually, did some. They tried, they tried. I mean, I could give it to like the Luigi, the Super Luigi,
Super Luigi U.
Yeah, but that's for the U, so Next to like go over other ones, Donkey Kong Country Returns. It was like my first introduction to like playing a Donkey Kong game that wasn't like the very like original Donkey Kong. And I'm like, oh, yo, this is actually pretty sick.
It's a great game.
Yeah, I liked it. Pretty good platforming, and also.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Like, I played it with like a friend, of course, and he had like the peripheral for it. It was the one with the bongos, right? Am I thinking of?
That's Jungle Beat.
Barrel Blast.
I'm thinking of Barrel Blast, which is not that. He had the Barrel Blast one. I had Donkey Kong Country Returns, and I think I just like fused those things together because I may have also lent Donkey Kong Country Returns.
That's funny.
So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go over to play Donkey Kong with him, and they're like, dang, which one? But yeah, that was my first introduction to Donkey Kong. Really fun.
So good.
Yeah. Let me go to another one that we went over. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, best Dragon Ball game, period.
Mm-hmm.
Game is too good. Can't wait for BD4.
I don't know if we're gonna play it. I don't know if it's gonna be good enough.
I'm gonna play it regardless.
Fair enough.
Because even if the engine isn't like the best for it, if it like still has the roster.
Is it coming to Switch?
I think it's coming to everything. Hold on. Like, we can look this up. We have time on my time because I'm basically just go over the same stuff. Yeah, look it up.
Hopefully it's cross-play.
I'll look it up.
It's supposed to be on like everything. It's like the updated graphics. I'm excited for being able to play like the super timeline stuff, getting all the new transformations, getting older ones. Like reenacting some of the movies would be cool too.
Bro, if they have to do everything they did at Budokai 3 and more.
Yes, like literally introduce every freaking character. Give me everything from Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and give me more. That's what I want.
We need Budokai Tenkaichi 3 plus Super.
Motherfucker, I want to play Manaka. Give me Manaka from Super.
Ooh, Super. The roster is supposed to be even bigger than Xenoverse 2's.
That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Well, I mean, I think Budokai Tenkaichi 3 actually dwarfs it still, but I mean, I don't even remember. What is Xenoverse 2 had
a lot of characters.
Yes, and I know Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was over 100 easily. But that's because they included Super. They also didn't have Dragon Ball characters, I think. Like they did.
They better have Dragon Ball.
No, they're gonna have Dragon Ball for Budokai Tenkaichi 4, obviously. If they got rid of Goku, like Kid Goku, freaking Nam, or like freaking Grandpa Gohan or Chi-Chi, I'd be pissed. In fact, I want you to add more people.
What about Launch?
Like they had Tao Pai Pai. Yeah, give me Tao Pai Pai. Give me Tao Pai Pai again. Give me all the generals that we've ever gone against. Give me
Launch.
The ninja guy.
Give me General Red.
Give me Kid Krillin.
Or no, Blue. What was his name?
Me Kid Krillin. If I hold his freaking jump button, he does the little inhale air and float down like a balloon.
Give me hair Krillin.
Give me hair. No, they have hair Krillin. It's just an alternate costume. They have it.
Got it.
But give me another Krillin.
Yeah.
Police uniform Krillin.
Give me hot jumpsuit Android 18.
Give me new Android 17.
Give me hot jumpsuit Android 16.
Yes. Give me Super 17.
They have Super 17. They just need you. Yeah. Oh no. I'm sorry. Saying Super 17 is really hard now because there's Super 17 from GT, and you're talking about Dragon Ball Super 17.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Don't you lecture me with your $13 haircut?
Yes.
Don't you? Nice.
God, I want everything. I want Beerus. I want Whis. Give me Champa. Give me Hit. Give me literally everyone that has fought ever from Dragon Ball Super. Who has shown up, because we've gotten that too with characters in Dragon 3. So we should get more.
We didn't get Launch.
But we've gotten people that have fought at least once and then some.
No, we didn't. Launch is fought.
I mean, like in like a traditional like fight that's dedicated to an episode.
I guess, but Launch has a gun.
Yes, she does. She should have. We should have Launch.
We should get Launch. We should get Bulma. Bulma can just use a bunch of capsule core stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna have Hercule, we might as well also have literally everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
I think this is turning into a Dragon Ball episode.
All right, yeah, continue.
Okay, so
what's wrong with that?
Give me filler Dragon Ball character. Give me Goo Vegeta. Give me Goo Vegeta.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
On to like after the speculation and everything, I should go into I had Brawl as mine, of course, of like very fun game. Like I said, nothing beats Substance Emissary. A lot of fun characters were introduced. Like, God, no one thought Sonic was going to come in, especially because of the feud.
Well, yeah, nobody thought Snake was going to make it.
Yeah, I was more surprised by Snake.
Yeah, it's
come on now.
Like all the characters, some places the best. Tripping was bad, but I mean, literally everyone has played Brawl. Everyone.
Yeah.
I can't even say that about Melee. Not everyone has played Melee.
Yep.
I can say that about Brawl, but I can't say that about Melee.
Because not everybody had a GameCube.
Yeah, not everyone had a GameCube. But I feel like Brawl introduced it because, like, I don't know. I guess we felt like more like the family console that everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone had a Wii.
Everyone had a Wii, so therefore, like, a lot of people fucking had Brawl.
Yeah, they all had the party games: Mario Kart Wii, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Mario Party.
To move forward into like other fun games, we're going back into Mario Kart Wii. Unadulterated fun, pretty great. Having like several friends going after each other in racing, and also
blue shelling your mom.
Oh yeah, blue shelling your mom. No, I remember. Was it on the Mario Kart U or like the freaking? Was it the Wii one where we did a tournament at the game, like at the
Wii?
Like Wii. Was it Wii one? No, it was like before. Like we even met you. It was before, like a long. Like
I did one. I did one for Wii at college, and I actually came in like third.
It was it the one in the gym?
Yeah, it was the one in the gym. Yeah. That's what I'm.
That was 8.
That was 8.
Because remember, I was playing like Rainbow Road, and I was skipping over parts of the track.
Yeah, I remember because you and me were the same freaking one in the first round with 2 other guys, and it was.
That's yeah. Did they do the same thing where it was 4 people and 1 person moved on?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
It was 4 people, 1 person moved on, and like on the last road, it was Joey was like close behind, and me and the 2 other guys were tied at first. And the last freaking one was Rainbow Road, and I'm just like, no! This is my worst fucking map.
For me, it wasn't, but there's a lot of blue shell shenanigans that happen with me.
Oh, yeah. They're literally the only reason I got a chance to
blue shell again. How do you miss the blue shell again?
People hit it with, like,
the horn thing, or if you're really skilled, which I've done it multiple times before, if you have a mushroom, you can time it so that you just go through it.
Just speed it, like right before it like is about to hit. Like there's a second that like it's going to hit the exact spot you're at. So if you zoom right there, you can hit get out of the blast radius of like where it's gonna hit.
Zoom by Tim Allen.
Exactly.
That's cool.
It's really cool, and it's like a really skillful maneuver. I don't play Mario Kart too much now because I'm just like, God, I don't touch my Switch enough.
That's fair.
So I can't pull that off, but I love seeing other people do it.
Right.
Let me see. What else did I not touch on? I think I might have touched on everything that you. This one was in your honorable mentions. Wii Sports and I'm going to group these 2 together. Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. This was the game that made us. This made us think that motion controls were actually going to fucking work.
Oh yeah.
These 2 games made us think motion controls
basic ass showcases
work. that like they will work. They were so actually good. And also like they added the extra thing with Wii Sports Resort, like you have to get this extra peripheral that you put at the end of your freaking Wii, like your Wii emote, so that way it can even calculate it even better. And I was like, yo, I got
the Wii Motion Plus.
Yeah, the Wii Motion Plus. Dear Lord, that's what it was called. You can still connect your like nunchuck at the end of it. I'm like, this is like it was sick. It also had added all the sports to it. Like boxing was sick for Wii Sports.
Oh my god, we fought
Sword
boxing.
fight. Yes,
that
we
was
did.
fun.
Wii Sports Resort for the sword fighting.
Didn't I win that? But it was like 2-1.
I think it was like 2. No, we were tied at the end. That's why we were frustrated.
Oh yeah, we couldn't finish it.
We were tied dead even, and then it was like, okay, you got someone else has gotten the spot now. And I'm like, come on!
Yeah, it was 2-2.
No,
that was annoying.
I was going for the reverse sweep because you had beaten me 2-0, and I went to go back
that's
to
right.
2, and I'm like, wait, hold on. And I was like,
that's right.
I got the momentum.
You were MKLeoing me.
I wanted it so bad. But no, like the baseball game was also really cool. Like the home run contest, which was also like, I remember we had a Wii Sports, just a Wii Sports, like back to the game in the beginning. Like we had a Wii Sports freaking tournament of okay, but what can we do for these several ones of like we're gonna go to boxing, we're gonna go to tennis, we're gonna do home run contest, we're gonna do Wii bowling. We went through everything to like do the Wii Sports champion. That was also like really fun. Yeah, I remember because I was just so tired at one point because I was going up against Nick in the tournament, and I'm like, I'm just gotta hit all these home runs now. I gotta only hit home runs now. And I was tired after throwing all the balls and also doing like Wii boxing before that. No, was it Wii boxing before that or was it tennis? I don't freaking know.
I won the golf and I won the bowling.
Oh yeah, bowling. Oh man, it was just a lot, but it was really fun. Sports can get really intense when you're passionate, like actual sports. You move enough like actual sports, so it was really cool. I think I went through everything that was gone over before. Now to go into some more unique ones, I'm going into Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Oh yeah,
the very first one started on the Wii, and dear God, why did this game had no right being this good?
Being good, yes.
Especially since we were in the middle of a Sonic game drought, and like this was just the Olympic Games with Mario and Sonic.
Do you remember the commercials?
Oh yeah.
Like Sonic and Mario, like costumes, people just running around.
Yep, they would come out every time the Olympics would show up, and I'm like, yo, this is actually
God.
Why was it actually so competitive? Because it was like the actual feud of Mario and Sonic. And I was always on the side of like, yo, the Sonic characters would trounce the Mario characters done.
I think Mario's better, but I think that the Sonic characters, just with all their superpowers, would be able to trounce any Mario character.
Yeah, but
unless they got the star.
Even that, like, I'm like, okay, but who is competing with Sonic and Shadow and Speed, who are both there for that?
Yeah, right? It's very unrealistic.
I'm like, both of them can trounce every one of them, and every one of them is also fast as fuck.
Yeah.
I've seen Sonic jump, and I know he's Mario Jumpman Mario, but God, Sonic literally does, like, superhero shit.
Super Sonic, I mean.
Yeah. Oh my God. But, like, it was a good game, like, using the motion controls for it to, like, actually get you moving so that, and, like, then there was, like, the swimming stuff, and, of course, all the games that followed after it, like, you know, on the DS, or for the freaking, like, Winter Olympic Games, were all really sick.
Yeah.
Like, the first
Winter Olympic came out on the Wii as well.
Yeah. The first one, I liked it with the ice skating and the snowboard. It was sick.
I think I liked Winter Olympic Games more.
That's very fair. That's very fair. I think you still had, like, a a bunch of other stuff. There was like Shooting Gallery on the DS.
Well, because
one,
I love the hockey.
Yeah, the hockey one was also really sick. That one was sick. Like, you could build your team. Oh,
yeah.
man. Like, oh, yeah, okay, I got Knuckles at goalie. Sonic and Shadow are going to be my 2 forwards.
I was always DK, Shadow, and Knuckles.
You're right. That's a pretty good team. Oh, man. But yeah, Mario Sonic and Olympic Games, pretty sick. Honestly,
Sometimes
great
I'd switch
game.
it up with Vector. Or SPO.
Now onto another one I have here. I'm gonna go with Rock Band and the Guitar Heroes that were introduced on the way. I'm gonna just group them all together because they're basically the same thing.
I don't know anything about them.
It's the party game that you would play where you didn't want everyone to hate each other at the end.
That's fair.
Because it was basically like, oh, cooperative, oh, we'll do this together, and we'd all do like a song. You're basically doing advanced karaoke, but like instruments as well. I'm surprised that just came off the top of my head because that's basically what it is. It's advanced karaoke. Like, you just press the
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
the kind of keys someone can sing.
It's instrument karaoke.
Yeah, basically. You still have someone doing karaoke too, still, as well as someone playing the drums, guitar, bass, or the keytar, which was like for Rock Band 3, which also came out on the way. And the Guitar Heroes, of course, were like also legendary. So, I can't exclude them. I had to put that there because there's a lot of fond memories you have in there, and there's like literally nothing bad that's ever happened after Rock Band or Guitar Hero ever. Don't quote me on that. I know which one I'm saving for last now, but I got like 2 more before that. But I'll group these two, my penultimate one and my penultimate one together as Lego Batman 2 and Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. Literally the 2 best Lego games.
Oh, not even close.
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga literally was the game that made me go like, oh god, I like to do completion, and oh god, I love co-op adventures.
And oh god, Lego games can be good.
Yes, Lego games can be good. Especially with the Complete Saga of like having the hub, collecting characters, building the mini kits, and
making your own characters.
Mm-hmm. Then there's Lego Batman 2, which is as a DC fan, as a fan of comic books in general, this was it. This was it.
Yeah.
Better than any, like, the only games that could, like, this is the only DC game that could compete with the Arkham games. Let me tell you that. It was the only one that paid homage. It played the right music.
Every single character.
Yes, like they did like references. They gave like the best suits and references to other stuff. When you played as Superman, they played the ends, like the Superman flying music. Like, good. It was good. It was.
I don't remember Superman in that one.
Superman was in Lego Batman 2. He was in Lego Batman 2. That was Lego Batman 2 DC Heroes. That's when they introduced everyone. Like, they were actually doing the Justice League for that, but they didn't do Beyond Gotham yet.
Oh. I'm thinking of Lego Batman 1.
Yeah, Lego Batman 1 was great, but Lego Batman 2 did a better job of it, honestly. Where it had, like, the city you could explore. You can run around as the Flash and fly as Superman or Supergirl.
Oh. I don't know if I played that. That's
also one where you could create your own hero that had the stuff, too. It was really nice. It was definitely a one-up from, like, Lego Batman 1.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. It was really good. And now on to my last one. Pokemon Battle Revolution.
Fair, completely fair.
Really?
I had to leave this one because it's basically Pokemon Stadium New Generation. It's Gen 4 Pokemon Stadium.
Yep.
Of being able to play Pokemon.
I liked this game. I played it with my brother, but I could never beat him.
I mean, it was cool that you got to see your Pokemon that you played on your DS upload onto like the big screen and fight other people.
The announcer was cool.
The announcer was amazing. The
animations.
It was pretty cool. The animations, making your own character, like it was actually like really good and fun.
Missed.
It just missed, and also doing the separate environments, which Pokemon Stadium fell flat on before, like the games before Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 2, where they didn't really have different environments. This one took you different places. You had like different courses. Like it was great. It was perfect down to the last detail.
I get that
Sorry,
reference.
I had to pull out the boys reference of it was perfect. It was great. I was going in random order because mostly it was like, okay, I had to go over stuff Mike went over, but I also had to address this one last out of the ones I had left because it was really
What is
cool.
your favorite Wii game?
Favorite Wii game out of the ones I said, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi.
Hell yeah.
That's the one I reinstall every time I get a new computer and emulate.
Nice.
or get mods for, or make different saves for. The only other ones
There
that I
you
can
go.
say that I go back to are Lego Star Wars, Batman 2, and also Pokemon Battle Revolution.
Right.
Because they're games. they're good games, but they're not BT3, which is... I mean, the thing with BT3 too was like it was built off of the backs of like Budokai 1, 2, 3, as well as Budokai Tenkaichi 1 and 2 to make the perfect game. The perfect Dragon Ball Z game.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's my list. Joey, it is your turn. I don't want to take up any more of your time.
Okay, I'm gonna give my honorable mention. Some of these, there's gonna be a little bit of a caveat, but here we go. Prime Trilogy, honorable mention.
Gotcha. Gotcha, understand. It doesn't count, so it's an honorable mention. It isn't in his top 10, Mike.
Yep,
That's fine.
it's not in my top 10. And you both understand why it's in my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it was allowed, it would be in my top 10.
Yeah. But it's
It'd probably
not.
be number 3.
It's not allowed, so it's a quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Honorable mention. Okay, next one would be Pikmin 2 New Play Controls.
Okay.
I never played the Pikmin games on the Wii.
I did. Wii Remote Nunchuck with Pikmin. Oh my god, something about it is just magical.
Really?
Being able to throw exactly where you want with the pointer controls, and also being able to call from like halfway across the map so none of your Pikmin die.
That's cool.
It's so cool. And
I'll be right back. You guys continue.
Okay. It's just such an amazing game. Pikmin 2 was already amazing, and then the Wii pointer controls just added it to that next level.
Understandable. Some stuff are just better on the motion controls. Like I've said before, we should get Pokemon Ranger for the Switch.
Yeah, maybe. Pokemon Ranger, the original one where you had to make sure you never left your
No,
pointer.
not the original one, no.
Shadows of Almia, right?
Yes, Shadows of Almia.
The best one.
There you go. I was gonna say like a sequel entirely, just do a different like story entirely, just do an improved version. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, while we're waiting for Mike, I don't want to go through the rest of my honorable mentions just yet because I think he'll have something to talk about. But games that I'm interested in that I haven't played enough of: Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth, Chronos Twins DX, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Life as a King, and Dark Lord. Xenoblade Chronicles, played it on the Switch, but it's a RPG. I have not played enough of it to make an opinion on it. Bit Trip Complete, Fluidity, Lit, Blaster Master Overdrive, Cave Story, Doc Lewis's Punch Out, Regular Punch Out, Gradius Rebirth, DJ Hero 1 and 2, Geometry Wars Galaxies, Ivy the Kiwi, Mad World, Pandora's Tower, Pokepark 1 and 2, Sin and Punishment, The Last Story, the Trauma Center series, Okami, and Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Listen, you reminded me that DJ Hero existed, and I forgot that I wanted that so much as a kid.
I still want it right now.
It's Guitar Hero, but DJ of like... No, that's sick. That was sick though. But you also had like you picked like some of the best games to like check out later on though.
Yes. because since Mike's still not here, I'll explain one that I knew from a little kid that I'm still kind of interested in. Lit is a horror game, but it's also a puzzle game where you have to light up a room enough so that you can get to the end with, like, shooting a slingshot to turn on lamps or opening a window, i.e. cracking it open. But you can't do it too much because there's a light limit or there's like an electricity limit. So if you break a surge, the darkness comes in, and the darkness is where the creatures are. They will kill you.
Understandable.
It's also made by WayForward.
You also reminded me of Trauma Center there too.
Yes.
Where I thought that was a good. I remember seeing Game Grumps play it, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty sick. But also having like the Wiimote and nunchuck seems like a really cool thing because you're actually like operating on the person and using the motion controls. Seems like a really cool concept.
I remember watching Trauma Team gameplay with my brother for hours, and it was so good.
What game?
Trauma Team.
Trauma Team. You know the Trauma Center games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably remember.
This is my honorable mentions light because you weren't here.
Because
okay,
just in case Eddie wants to check out.
Yeah, but honestly, I haven't played enough of.
Like, he reminded me of DJ Hero existing, and I'm like, oh god, that was a cool concept that I wish I had played. You know, basically,
I don't know what that is.
Guitar Hero, but you have like you're playing like a DJ.
Oh wait, no, I do know what that is.
Wasn't that so cool?
I never played it, but it looked like a cool idea.
I know.
It's everyone's concept of the thing. I'm like, yo, that looks sick, but where do I get it?
Yeah, I never saw it anywhere.
Now, where do I get it now?
Okay, so can I go through more of my honorable mentions?
Shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is going to be Mario Super Sluggers.
Oh.
Yo, I love that game.
It was so much fun with the story and with friends. It's just nowadays, I don't think it really holds up that well.
Well, no, of course not.
Yeah.
It's so easy to hit a home run.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh my god, dude. I love that. I love how every character had their own kind of bat. Donkey Kong uses his fucking fist. He just punches the ball.
Petey Piranha uses a leaf.
Yo, I know.
It was so much fun.
How does Bowser not pop the ball?
I don't know.
With his spike bat.
Yeah. I don't know. I for me personally though, I did like the the soccer version of the game?
Strikers Charged?
Yeah, Strikers on the Wii. Was it on for Wii?
It was the GameCube game, but added like kind of more stuff.
You're right. But yeah, Super Sluggers was also really cool. I did play it. It was pretty nice. I gave it it's cool seeing the Mario characters play other games like tennis, golf, or like soccer or baseball. Joey, please continue.
Yes.
I want to make sure that I'm not muted, that I can hear you again.
Yeah, don't worry. Next one is New Super Mario Bros. Wii, because it's just a game where you turn off your brain, you play it with friends. When you get bored of it, you play it with friends, but either you rush ahead to complete it quickly, or you keep on throwing your friends off the side and killing them.
Exactly. Well, I had it on my list. It's funny.
Yes, funny. Kind of boring, but then again, it was a time where I was brain dead, so turn brain off, kind of good.
Exactly.
Next one is Sonic and the Black Knight. I've already talked about it before in a previous episode. Look for the top.
So did I.
Yep, top 10 Sonic games. Look for that one. Next one is going to be Twilight Princess. The reason why this is in my honorable mentions and not my main list is because when I played it as a kid, I think I got scared of it, or I don't remember. But recently I played it through HD on the Wii U. Because that's the main version that I played, I kind of don't count it as a Wii game. Honorable mention.
Right.
Next one would be Donkey Kong Country Returns. Because, again, not on Wii. I played it on the 3DS version.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's a 3DS version?
Yeah. It adds new levels and makes things slightly easier. Also, removes the motion controls.
understandable.
I liked them in that game though.
I think it also adds some more with like gyro control. I don't remember. It was very fun when I played it. I don't think I ever 100% completed it because the last few levels, which were extras, were really hard. Last one for honorable mentions will be Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, because I played the GameCube version, but also the Wii New Play Controls version sometimes at a friend's house. So my memories are mixed. Not in terms of like, oh, the game is mixed. No, it's just like, which version did I play? Because they're slightly different, but also kind of very different at the same time. It's weird.
Right.
Because they actually change things. Okay. Now on to my main list. This is unordered, so please do not attack me.
Listen, I did the same thing.
Yep.
I did. Who got you?
One of them is going to be Kirby Dream Collection, which I added to the list not because of the Kirby classic games that are in there, but because of the Kirby challenges that were basically new challenges for the new power-ups as an extension of Kirby Return to Dreamland. Do you remember those?
Yes.
Yes. Also, it comes with an amazing soundtrack. So why wouldn't I? If it, I don't remember if it actually comes with a soundtrack. It just came with like a lot of good stuff. I remember that.
Right.
I'm gonna try to go through the ones that we already talked about. Super Mario Galaxy 1. It's in my top 10 because I really enjoyed it. Kirby Return to Dreamland. Really fun.
Yeah. It's so good.
The next two, Mario Kart Wii and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The reason why I say this is because, little caveat, during the Wii era, it was incredibly easy to homebrew it. So if you know where I'm going with this, Mario Kart Wii, even alone with the amazing tracks, the amazing co-op gameplay or competitive gameplay, you could also do time trials, which I grinded the shit out of to get all of the different like outfits, but also custom tracks. Oh my god, that was my childhood. So many custom tracks, and it was so much fun. And in terms of Brawl, with Homebrew, Project M, need I say any more? It's
You're right.
It's better Brawl. And if you get it on the Wii, then you could play through Subspace Emissary with the technicality. And you can also make it so that you auto L cancel, so you don't need to do that every single time. And there's an input buffer. So you don't need to worry about being too early, because it'll just do that shit for you. And it is an amazing casual and competitive game. Just everything mixed together. Project M is my favorite Smash game. I know that Mike's gonna be a little bit snooty about that, but
it's not a Smash game.
I know, but it's my favorite Smash game.
But
next one is gonna be Super Paper Mario.
Yes. Okay. Glad somebody agrees.
I love this game. I remember during my birthday when my family was doing this like cook-off thing. We were gonna cook a meal with an actual chef and then watch Ratatouille afterwards. I would always sneak off to the side to watch my brother play Super Paper Mario because it was so interesting.
It's so much fun.
And then I remember just putting a chair on top of Wii Remote just to continually holding the right direction for the rupees section, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes. That is my childhood.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard for me to say because I never personally played Super Paper Mario, but my brother bought it or owned it, and I would sit there. I would come home after school with him and watch him for 4 to 5 hours playing this game, and I adored it. It was so much fun.
And the story is amazing.
I was just never good to him. Yeah. The story is some of the best story I've ever seen.
Yep. Now on to the last 1, 2, 3, I believe, if I'm counting right. No, 4.
Right.
Okay, Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's Super Mario Galaxy, but more and more fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
It's also more linear, which I can understand what you have gripes with, but I really enjoyed this game.
It's a good game, but it's not Super Mario Galaxy 1.
Yeah, but it's got Yoshi.
But,
I hear the
This is my opinion, and I'm
Alright.
entitled to it. I put
You
Super
are.
Mario Galaxy
That's
2
why
on
I
my
said,
top 10. Okay. The next one would be Kirby's Epic Yarn.
You right.
Yeah, I thought about that. It's good. It's a great game, but I really enjoyed it, but it's just too little for me. There's not a lot of content there.
Hey, it doesn't need to
And
be.
it's a very easy game. Like, there is no difficult anywhere.
If it's a cozy game, does it need to be difficult? You can just experience it.
Of course, you're correct.
Yeah. I think we
Correct,
talked about
yeah.
I think we talked about difficulty in a different podcast episode. So.
Yes. Check out difficulty in gaming.
And the
Sure
segue. No.
Segue. Check it. The plugs. The plugs, my lads. Keep doing that.
Yep.
We should just start posting links to random episodes of the podcast in like the description.
I'll think about it. I kind of need to build a new PC first. Yeah.
I still haven't gotten over my anger towards our fans for the little appreciation they showed for my Star Fox episode.
It's a niche franchise.
It got 8 views, and I know for a fact 3 of them are mine. I am very upset. That's one of my more passionate episodes.
Well, now we're mentioning it, please go back and watch the Star Fox one as well.
Fucking watch it. Learn about Star Fox. It's a good franchise that needs our help.
It's a franchise.
It didn't deserve what it got.
It needs everyone's help.
There are a lot of franchises that don't deserve what they get. There's Star Fox,
Chibi Robo,
Chibi Robo, Castlevania,
F-Zero.
Rhythm Heaven,
Metal Gear. Oh, speaking
F-Zero.
of Rhythm Heaven.
Metal Gear's fine. Metal Gear got 5 phenomenal games.
It also
it sucks what happened to it now. No. Okay, Revengeance is fantastic. I thought you were talking about Survive and the new one.
No, I'm talking about Metal Gear Rising.
Online or whatever it is. Revising Revengeance is better known for its soundtrack. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's a fantastic game.
But it also has like the best memes out of the Metal Gear series.
That is true. But I think Metal Gear got a lot of greatness. So I don't think it got more than 2 games.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Even if some of them were less desirable than others, but still.
I'm just thinking that
I think 1, 2, Twin Snakes, and Guns of the Patriots are phenomenal, and then Fan of Pain is legendary.
My opinion,
I think 2 is the best one.
My opinion is that any game stuck behind Konami is kind of in trouble.
Doomed from the start. Castlevania deserved better. Contra deserved better.
Yep.
Ghouls and Ghosts deserves better.
Yep. Okay, back to my list.
Sorry.
We were speaking of Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven Fever.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be on there. Great
Yep.
game.
Oh,
I
an
never played it,
amazing
but I
game.
watched it.
I'm
not into the rhythm games, personally, but I think they're fun to watch.
I perfected every single stage in this game, including the co-op things by myself with one remote in each hand.
How did you... Wait, what? How?
I'm a Rhythm
That doesn't
Heaven.
seem... You're a god.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I gotta, like... That's pretty good.
The only two games in the Rhythm Heaven series that I have not perfected everything in is the DS one, because the Moai Duop thing is so fucking annoying, and Tengoku.
The what? The Moai Duop?
Moai Duop one. It's like the Moai statues. The whole the DS game is based on touching the screen, so yeah, no buttons, bitch.
No buttons.
Yep.
Motion controls. Motion controls only.
Rhythm Heaven Fever was pressing the A and B button, so it was actually really good, and Mega Mix was amazing. There needs to be another Rhythm Heaven game. There really needs to.
There needs to be another Star Fox game.
There's just a lot of games.
There needs to be another F-Zero game. There needs to be a lot of games.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's not what we're here to talk about.
We talk about a game series. I feel like a dying game series, as well as like dream games as well, about these franchises themselves.
In other podcasts. Oh, what was that? Yes, we do talk about them in other podcasts. Yes, we have a podcast on dream games and franchises that need more help. We have a Star Fox podcast, and sorry, go on, Joey.
That's pretty much
Sorry,
all I had to say.
I don't know what came over me.
That's pretty much all I had to say about Rhythm Heaven Fever.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then the
What was your
last
next game?
The last game on my list is Wario Land Shake It.
Mm.
Meh.
Okay, I see you have opinions about that.
It's just minigames.
But minigames are fun, though.
Yeah, but they're like 10 seconds long.
No, not that Wario. It's not
You're thinking
WarioWare
WarioWare.
Shake It. It's Wario Land Shake It.
Oh!
Yeah, you bitch.
Oh! Oh, alright. I don't know
Wrong
what that
one.
game is then.
Wrong one. Wrong Wario game with Shake It in.
Would it be
Mike,
better
I'm
if I
sorry.
said the Shake Dimension?
Mike said
Yes.
he doesn't. He has no idea. Like,
He's too British.
too British.
The
Yeah.
fuck up. I'll kill you.
That's what it's the PAL version that says the Shake Dimension, because Shake It's too profane. Because what are you asking
Oh,
people to
is it?
shake?
You shake it. What do you mean by that, sir? What do you want me to shake?
What am I shaking?
But yeah, Wario
Wiimote.
Land Shake It is
That
a
sounds like a good
very
idea.
good Wario Land game.
Huh.
I'd have to check it out.
I've only played... I don't know
Somehow.
if I played a Wario Land game.
Did you play the
I
one on
played
the Game
one
Boy
on the
Advance?
Wii.
Oh, that is the one on the Wii.
Maybe it was GameCube. Wario World?
Wario World is a 3D or 3.5D
Yeah.
platformer. That is.
I played that.
It's weird.
That's on the GameCube.
It's a weird
I liked
one.
it.
Yeah. Okay, back to Wario Land Shake It. It is
Sorry.
a Wario game. No, I just want to get this done. It's been a while since I've done this, and my voice is really hoarse. Or
I
like,
got you.
That's
it's
funny. I was gonna do a whole second half of this of like where we've been.
It's, no. No.
Okay.
no.
I don't
We've
wanna
been playing
talk about
Zelda.
I haven't. I've been
I've
suffering.
put 260 hours in Zelda. Done 3 challenge runs and 100% of the game.
I put 0 hours into Zelda. I haven't even bought it yet.
Joey's put a lot into it.
I won all 1,000 Koroxys, bitch.
Yep, same.
Nice.
I didn't think I was going to do it after Breath of the Wild, but I wanted 100% the map, and the only way to do that is to really get all.
Yep, I still haven't 100% of the map. I still need to do all the caves and shit.
Yeah, I finished it. It's a bitch.
Yeah.
There's some really cool caves, so I was having fun.
Back to Wario.
Back to Wario. Sorry.
Wario.
I mean, this kind of fits in with what we've been talking about, because things that I have been doing recently, playing Wario Land Shake It.
Really?
Yes, it is a
Kinda neat.
very fun game. And I remember playing it as a kid over at a friend's house. And
Did you
he
ever
was just
own it?
like, I didn't really want this for Christmas or birthday or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was playing it and I was enjoying it. And I'm like, do you want to give it to me? Because I would really enjoy it. And there's like, no, I'm
Really?
keeping it.
It's
Yeah.
my
Bitch
game.
move.
You can't have it.
So he wasn't like me, where he just gave you Christmas gifts that he got that he didn't need. Did
Yeah.
I ever tell the podcast that story?
No, I don't think.
I think it was All Stars, right? Mario All Stars.
No, I already
That I
had
gave
it.
you?
It was the Shovel Knight game and then the Lego
Yeah.
Marvel game.
Yeah. So I got 2 or 3 games for Christmas one year, or my birthday, whatever it was, and I had already had Shovel Knight, and I didn't really play Lego Marvel, and I knew Joey was a fan of Marvel, and who doesn't love Shovel Knight? So I brought the games to college where we went, and I was like, "Hey, Joey, do you want these? I have one of them, and I don't play the other." And he was like, "Sure."
Yeah, I will always take physical games. I already had Shovel Knight digitally, but having it physically is so much better.
Yeah, and the physical came with all the extra DLC.
The one that I
Wait,
had
hold
also
on.
came with all the DLC.
It wouldn't be a podcast if my headphones didn't break. Hold on. Hold
Wouldn't
on.
be a podcast without
Wait.
some sort of audio
Oh,
area.
God. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Wait.
God damn it.
Wait. Okay, wait, I'm back. Hello?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can I tell you about the rabbit hole that I went under?
Oh, no. What?
Video game cables, retro game cables. You ever
Oh, no.
try to understand the difference between RF, which is like the coaxial cable, and then there's composite, and then there's S-video, and then there's component, and then there's SCART, which is all of them kind of combined?
SCART?
And yes, that is. Look it up. It is an actual video
I
cable.
love the name SCART.
It's a European, usually British one that's digital, that can send a component or an RGB signal, and it can also send composite or S-video or whatever. It just depends on what the console's output. And oh my god, trying to find everything to plug into everything all at once for my retro setup makes me wonder why I didn't just go with emulation. And then I was playing Wario Land Shake It, and it's like, this is why.
Yeah.
Just emulate things.
I gotta say, it's great to be back.
My voice hurts.
I want to say
mean-
one more that like popped up my memory that should probably be in my honorable mentions. Sonic Colors, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
That is a Wii game. Yo, that should totally be in my honorable mentions.
That's why I've
Fuck.
added it here.
Too bad you already said you're 10. Out of luck.
Shit.
Sonic Colors, pretty good.
So, with that said, everybody done?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was fun. I really liked the Wii games. In 2 weeks, when our next episode comes out, we are going to be doing top 10 Switch games. Same rules apply. 10 honorable mentions, 1 minute each at the most. Top 10 can be talked about as much as you want. Games have to have been initially released on the Switch, or if it's a multi-platform release, they have to have been released with the Switch same day or same week. Same time frame is what we're going by. Cannot be a release, cannot be a port, nothing like that.
Oh,
It has to have originally released Yeah, it can't. It has to. If it released the same day on Switch as it did the other platforms, it counts. If it is only on the Switch, it counts. Can't have been a week. So, like, you can't say Breath of the Wild.
Gotcha.
Wait, you can't say that?
Nope, because it came out on the Wii U first.
No, I'm
And it
pretty
was
sure it came out
ported.
the same day.
Nope, it was on the Wii U first.
Okay.
It was on the Wii U first. I do remember.
Yep.
It was originally released for the Wii U. It was like at the end of the Wii U's life cycle.
Yep.
It was the best Wii U game.
Yep.
Well, I guess I can't put it in either list because
Well, you could put it in the Wii. If we do a Wii U list, you could put it in that one.
I didn't play it on the Wii U.
Yeah, but you know the game.
I mean,
I didn't play. Fucking. It doesn't matter if you played it. You just have to know the game.
I mean, there's Splatoon. That you can put that on for the
You
Wii
could
U
do.
one.
Yeah.
We'll just go through the games, and when we finally get to Xbox, Mike can not say anything because he will.
You little shit.
Because you won't.
I
You
can
won't
do
wanna
it.
say, you could say Halo.
I could say a lot of games. I just don't have to say any praise.
Yeah, sure can.
Every game is going to be, yeah, this was here, but PlayStation did it better.
You can't say that for Halo. It was a bit of PlayStation.
Well, I wouldn't put Halo on my list for Xbox.
Well, that's kind
Because I don't think the Halo games are good.
Well, dang, that's a way to end it. We should end it here then. On that note, on that note, it's good to be back. Thank you for listening.
Yes, next episode is going to be top 10 Switch games. And then the following episode is going to be top 10 Nintendo games. Now, it has to have been published by Nintendo. Doesn't have to be, or it has to have been published by Nintendo and originally on a Nintendo console. Same rules apply. If it was published by Nintendo and a multi-platform release, so like, I think Bayonetta is a good example. First one.
Yeah, Bayonetta 1 is a multi-platform. Bayonetta 2 is Wii U original.
Exclusive. So Bayonetta 1 was multi-platform, but when it was released for the Nintendo platform, it was published by Nintendo. So that would count. So we were doing top 10 Nintendo games after that. And then we're going to do a whole review on Zelda, because hopefully, a month and a half from now, James will have played Tears of the Kingdom.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. It's so
God
worth
willing.
the money.
God willing.
I was worried about the $70 price tag. It's so worth it. It's one of the few times I can say that it's so worth it. Because it's not even double the content of Breath of the Wild. It's like triple.
Almost triple.
Okay.
Well, you got to think, Breath of the Wild's surface was so empty. Tears of the Kingdom's surface is so full, and there's a depths and a skyline. There's so much more content.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Anyway, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for waiting so patiently. We're back until something else happens.
Life is unpredictable. I've been through a lot of hardships recently.
Yes.
Yes.
And we're all here for you.
Thank
And I got engaged, so now I'm getting married, so shit's kind of wild. She might guest on one of our podcasts.
We
if
haven't
that's
had
okay with you two.
Wow. So
We haven't guested in a while. But as always, my name is Mike.
I'm James.
And I'm Joey.
Thank you for watching the Game Room Podcast. Return to glory. I'll see you all later.
See ya. Thanks for listening.
Adios.